Hello, lovelies. Welcome to Lanmou Tarot. This is a general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the first 2 weeks of May 2019. This is the Akashic Library that jumped out for you, Gemini. But we're not ready yet. And we pre-shuffled. This is the Akashic Tarot. We'll use the After Tarot for clarification. And we will try. You have a lot of jumpers, Gemini. Since when I was shuffling before, we had jumpers. And here we have the Divine Physician. So for some of you, Gemini, you may be feeling the need to heal yourself, okay? You may be needing to seek help as far as your health, whether it's the Ascent, whether some of you, perhaps it's dealing with your career. You need to find something that's more in alignment with yourself. Oi. More jumpers. What do we have now? Archangel Raphael. Again, Archangel Raphael deals with the heart chakra. Archangel Raphael also is the archangel for healers. Okay, so for some of you, you really need to seek some kind of help here, as far as like whether it's like mental, physical, or it's just the health of your career, dealing with career stress, because we have the Ascent here coming out for you. It's as if if you are, perhaps some of you already are seeking professional help in dealing with some kind of health issue, some kind of issue that necessitates healing, or some of you need to do so. And here we have Two of Forces, the Willow. Just know you are strong, Gemini, okay? The Willow is very strong. The Two of Forces are like Two of Earth, right? And it's as if kind of like you've been here before. Just have faith in your strength. Stand tall and stand strong in your own power. Okay, here we go, Gemini. Spirit, what message, guidance do you have for Gemini friends? That's a lot of message coming for you here, Gemini, and all of it has to do with seeking some kind of healing. And I feel like some of you may really need to, I shouldn't say need, may benefit from Reiki energy healing, okay? Initiation and the Count of Saint Germain, the Oracle of Delphi, and the Ascent comes out again for you. So yeah, number 14, number 1, and the 7 of Keys here. We have 2 major arcana, and at the bottom of the deck we have 6 of Roses, which is the card of the War of the Roses. Let me pull it up so you can see. So clearly, for some of you that are, especially, it seems like what you're facing is a love situation, okay? Where there's a battle. I'm pretty, was it you guys? It's like I've seen this reading before for you, Gemini. No? Perhaps I believe another sign had this card. But for you, Gemini, during this time, that's what you will be facing, okay? 6 of Roses is like 6 of water, right? It deals with emotion. And this card calls the War of the Roses. Literally, 2 group of people are standing their ground here. They're about to face off in battle, right? So the situation has escalated to a point where we are willing and ready to draw arms, right? We are willing to hurt people, to be wounded, and to wound people with our arms, to fight for our ideals, to fight for our love, to fight for our emotions, what we believe in, what we're passionate about, whatever it is. This is what we are at now. Compromise. It seems like the time for compromise has passed. As it really? No, there's still a chance here, Gemini. And this is the number 6. 6 is the number for 6 is the number for the Lovers, the Gemini card in the tarot for the major arcana. So basically, for some of you, that war of emotions may be a war within yourself, okay? Maybe it may be just you fighting your own emotions, because 6 is the card, it's the card of the Lovers, the card of Gemini. And here, this is here like the War of the Roses, the war of the emotions of the Lovers, of you are fighting almost yourself, your own emotions, almost like you don't want to face them, you don't want to deal with them. Okay, and I don't know why I'm very drawn to this here for you, Gemini. And here we have number 14. Number 14 is kind of like, number 14 is a Temperance card in the regular tarot Major Arcana. Here we have Major Arcana number 14. That is the initiation, right? The initiation here, it's you coming into a new order. You presenting yourself to be ordained, okay? You have done the work. You have gone through all the steps. You have done the learning. You have done the sacrificing. You are ready to be I guess sanctified, to be ordained, to be recognized, to be welcome as part of the group. Okay, you are no longer an initiate after this point here. This is graduation day for some of you. Okay, so it's kind of like it's like it's a real transformation, right? It's a real transformation here for you, Gemini. It's as if you are willing to leave an aspect of yourself behind, or a part of your life behind, or a way of being behind, because we have so much cards about healing while we're shuffling. And knowing this is number 14, the Temperance card, and the Temperance card in the regular tarot deals with healing, finding moderation, right? It's also a card of alchemy as well, but it's angelic alchemy here. It's basically Archangel Michael pouring the water. It's like, how much do you need? How much should we give you? Showing protection, right? It's like that big brother showing you protection, watching out for you. But here in this case here, you're presenting yourself for the initiation. You have done the work. It's not so much like an angel, an archangel is stepping up to protect you, to provide you what you need and take away what you don't need. It's as if you have done the work here. This is what I'm getting, Gemini. And you are willing to put your life on it, to say, yes, I have done the work. Yes, I am ready to take on this new mission, mission. Okay, I have received the higher awareness, the enlightenment that I need, having gone through all the steps that one must do during that initiation process. Because this is like a group here standing in front of this high priest, perhaps coming to get their blessings, right? And now you have gone through those steps, and now you're leaving something behind. Now you're living a whole way of being. It's kind of like if a person wants to be a priest, you go to oh my goodness, I can't remember the way they call it, whatever, the school for the priest go to. I can't think of it. So you come out, and then you still have to go to another, what we would consider an internship as a business person, right? You have to do your internship time, right, at a church. You're still not yet been ordained as a priest, right? There's a whole process to go along before that moment of you being ordained. And I feel like you have gone through all these steps, to the schooling part, right, to the Hierophant part, the 5, where you're actually learning, gaining greater awareness through the books, through the learning of the mysteries here, of yourself. Perhaps is a big mystery, right? Self-mastery, learning the arts, whatever it is for you, Gemini. So you have done that step. You have gone to the Hangman journey here, the Hermit journey, where you spend your time alone to gain wisdom, to really understand yourself in a deep way. Again, to the Hangman journey, to the self-sacrificing aspect, right, of that process to become to get to initiation. So for you, it's like you are living a whole life, a whole person behind, to becoming that new, to becoming that oracle. This is number 1, right? This is the Oracle of Delphi. This is not like something that, oops, I'm sorry, let me put it clearly so you guys can see. This is not something that kind of just happened to you, okay? This is something that you are working for. And for some of you, perhaps it's telling you this is what you need to do. You have to go through those steps, like, you know, to give up on that word, on that inner confliction that you're dealing with. So you have to go through all the steps to present yourself, to be recognized for, but you have to do the work, okay? So you have to do the work so you can learn from a high priest, from someone who know more, so they can, because especially when you're talking about the mysteries, there's one thing to read in the book, but everyone will tell you. It's like me, for example, I wanted to be to be a Reiki practitioner. Yes, I learned. I'm very familiar with them. I I listened to a lot of, like, Reiki masters talk. I read the books and so on and so forth. But it wasn't real until I actually went to the class and received the attunement from an actual Reiki master. And it's kind of like that for most of the arts. You will hear people telling you, yes, you can learn this from the book, but there's certain things you will never understand, because there's always that, I don't want to say secret ingredient. It's kind of like the same way with God. Like, we know there's God, and there's that thing that we cannot know, we're not supposed to know yet, right? It has to be passed on to you. So it's as if for you here, Gemini, I feel like there's a will call for you. There's a will call for you to reach higher, okay? To reach higher, to really bring yourself to self-actualization, to become that oracle, because you can be. It's almost like there's a whole world out there waiting for you, a new beginning waiting for you, but you cannot be married, you cannot be conflicted within yourself for you to really receive that, okay? And what's to happen after that is the Seven of Keys. You stand on top of the mountain, you're the oracle. You have gained self-mastery, you have received, you have manifested your dream, okay? You are standing at the very top here. That look at that sun behind him. And I really want to keep this reading short, but I realize that, like, I don't know, there's a sense of really, like, perhaps some of you need to meditate, because I really want to. It's like I could sit and stare at that card. I feel like there's something here that needs to be said that's not coming out. Oh, we have Flippers, the King of Pentacles. Okay, Gemini, so for some of you, if you have like Earth in your chart, especially in your moon, this might be of a greater significance for you, okay? To be grounded, to know that letting go of that old life, like you don't want to get stuck in this. I feel like really some of you are really stuck in this, and that not being able to find your stability, to be grounded in your emotions, is really creating a lot of havoc in your life. It's like you need to settle this right here so you can move on to bigger and better things. Give us some more on the initiation and the count of Saint Germain Spirit for our Gemini friends. What else can you tell us? Some clarification. Okay, we got two. My goodness, look at this, Gemini. We have the Queen of Wands and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that initiation, that transformation, Gemini, it's divinely guided, and we are not surprised by that, because even the Temperance card itself is a card of, like, divine intervention, right? Divine protection. So we're having that wheel here. It's like, and by the way, it's not sitting at the T, it's at the A. You've already gone through some of the steps here. You are moving along in that wheel. The wheel is already turning for you. That's like you already in, that has already been set in motion, right? You've already, the departure has already happened. So the Queen of Wands is very passionate. The Queen of Wands is very so for some of you, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius or any air sign, fire sign, that's of great importance to you here. The Queen of Wands use her mysticism. She doesn't see it as something to hide, right? She's very confident, right? And that includes her own mysticism, her own, I want to say secret power, but it's not even really secret power, is it? Like her own intuitive knowledge, right? She makes use of it. She doesn't hide that aspect of herself. And for some of you, if you are trying to hide yourself, don't do that. Don't do that. This is faded. This is your how how do I say, like, I don't want to say birthright, but this is like, this is meant for you, okay? For you to march on that path, for you to gain greater spiritual awareness, enlightenment. You cannot move, you cannot hide from this, and there's no need to hide from that, from the world. And once you become that oracle, once you get to that new beginning, Gemini, when you go through that transformation here, you really will become way more abundant than you can imagine. And I already got that with that Seven of Keys card is sent here, because this is a card of like really reaching the pinnacle of like your career, right? Reaching every dream. We have a jumper. What do we have? We have the three of swords, and this three of swords here, this is a bandage heart, right? For some of you, and again, remember, we start here with the War of the Roses. If you are dealing with a love situation gone sour, right? It's some emotional situation that leaves you feeling like it's an emotional situation that you're trying to heal from, right? We have all these healing messages from the beginning of the reading before we even cut the cards. So if this is what you are trying to heal from, you're trying to get away from, just know you're already healing. The healing is already on the way. And you have a lot of support with that healing. The heart is already bandaged. The swords are out. Nothing can stop you. You're at the very top of this mountain here. Like, no one can get to you. Let whoever it is that's trying to create trouble in your love life, well, if it's something from the past, let it go. If it's your own emotions where you cannot let go of the past, of the hurt from the past, you're conflicted in moving on to bigger and better things, let it go. Settle that score, Gemini. Settle that score, because no one can hurt you right now. You're already healed. You're so well protected, not just from like divinely protected, but it's as if the divine themselves want you to be one of their disciples. That's the thing. Like when I was earlier, I told you there's something that needs to come out that hasn't come out yet. There it is. I don't know why I couldn't get it out for you, Gemini, but this is what I'm getting here. It's a call to action from the divine. It's a call to action. And I was thinking birthright. I'm like, no, I cannot say birthright. It still wasn't coming out. It's a call to action. Like, God wants you to be one of the disciples. That is part of your life purpose here. Okay? And here, the tower. That's it. We don't need anything else. We have the tower here. And this is the tower is here to let you know, if you don't let go of this hurt, of this past hurt, whether it's past or even present. I want to say past, because here in this clarifying card, we see the heart is already bandaged. If you don't let go of this, trying to delay this new beginning, this transformation, you coming into a greater level of awareness and enlightenment and becoming like, awakened, like, if you're delaying your process here, the tower is gonna come. You're about to experience a tower moment here, Gemini, for those of you that are resisting, okay? And for some of you, it was a Scorpio that gave you that blow to the heart, okay? But regardless, just so you know, that foundation is destroyed. That foundation is completely gone, right? Has been lit ablaze, but you're standing on top of the mountain, untouched, enjoying the view. You can choose to go wherever you wish to go, right? And look what we have at the bottom of the deck from shuffling, the Six of Wands. Victory. That's what you have to experience here. We have another six. What a contrast, huh, Gemini? We have the War of the Roses and we have the Six of Wands. So who's going to be victorious in that battle? You are. Okay? And I think you already have won that battle. You just don't understand it yet, because we have that Wheel of Fortune here. That Wheel of Fortune here showing us the departure has already happened. Okay? The departure has already happened. If you are dealing with and that departure, that victory here, I feel like it's with a fire sign. I don't know what fire sign you're dealing with, Gemini. So for some of you, the victory, if you are dealing with a fire sign, your victory is coming. Especially if you're a female Gemini watching this and you're dealing with a Leo male, You are about to come into victory, and it's faded with that Leo male. Okay? Yes. And for some of you, it is indeed a Scorpio that might have caused you that blow, that have caused you hurt. But yes, there may be some challenges you have to go through, because you have to heal. You have to heal from this. But you must, and you will, because they will make sure that you do. Right? The divine, your spirit guides, your ancestors, you have a lot of support here. Back to what you love. That's what jumped to the floor for you, Gemini. Back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. Oh, I love that. And at the bottom of the card is honest. Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. Honesty is essential. You know what? I get this a lot with you, Gemini. On one way or another, when I do your reading, I've been doing this here on YouTube since about January, mid-January here, and there's a sense of like you really need to communicate your truth, to stand in your truth. At the beginning here, when I was talking to you, it's like we have the real card, the Two of Forces. There's a sense like you needed to be strong, to be in your conviction, to stand tall and to stand strong in your own power and your own truth. And that's the same thing I'm getting here. And by the way, this is number 38. 3, communication. 8, that infinity symbol, potential. So there is, and it draws down to an 11. That's my personal confirmation card. Honesty is essential. And look, he's offering a rose, but he's wearing a mask, or she, whoever it is. So it's as if like, and that person is turning the back to that figure, right? The words is there, but we can't even see your face. Show your true face. Be yourself. Show your true face. If you care for someone, you feel love, because I really feel it's not even like you're fighting with someone else. It's you fighting yourself, your own emotions. Perhaps you're scared of a broken up. Perhaps you're still healing from a broken heart. Perhaps some of you were hurt in the past. Excuse me, Gemini. I'm getting passionate here for you, because I'm feeling that energy so strongly. I'll take a sip of water. So for some of you, perhaps you were hurt in the past and you have been healing yourself, and you kind of like, you still have two minds whether you can open up. It's like I really felt it from the beginning. You're conflicted within yourself as to, what do I do? What do I feel? Do I want to let go? Just like enjoy these emotions? Do I want to let somebody in? It's like you're still fighting within yourself. It's not like so much you're fighting with someone else, like the War of the Worlds, it's you and another. Okay, it seems like it's an internal struggle to show your emotions, to share the love. And here, honesty is essential. Be honest about your feelings and stay strong on them. Heal from that broken heart. Heal from that broken foundation, especially if you had a marriage that fell apart here, right? Let it go. That's the past. That's already done. You can't do anything about it. What's waiting you is victory. That's what's facing you here. Okay? It's victory. It's you standing on top of that mountain. You being the oracle. But honesty is essential. Look here, I still haven't even looked at the card that actually came out for you. I'm carrying on so much because I feel this so strongly here, that number 38 for you. Back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. Yes, I guess in a way it's still, I'm talking about it because it really resonates regardless for you, Gemini. Reevaluate your desires. What exactly is important to you? What is important to you? Reevaluate your desire. What do you feel? What do you want? What do you desire? And once you know that, speak your truth. Be honest about it as you move forward, okay? Because you have been doing the healing. You're further along in your healing than you realize. You're further along in your healing than you realize. Don't keep fighting yourself and your emotions, Gemini. This is the Work Your Light. Okay, here we go. Work Your Light Oracle cards. And at the bottom, we have the Council of Light. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Yes, you do have divine orchestration happening. We had Archangel Raphael, we had the physicians, we have the, I think, which one? We had another angel, archangel that came for you. We had the Temperance card that jumped out for you. I believe we like, you have it. You do have a lot of help, and I feel for some of you, it's not just the angelic realm, like in the subtle realms. I think it's also your loved ones on the other side also rooting for you, and also trying to get this to come together. Council of light, to bring the light into your life, to bring your truth back to resurface. But this is what came out for you, okay, Gemini? You need to fall down, face down here on the table. This is your card here. Someone on the other side is really trying to talk to you. Protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Cut the cords. What no longer serve you, cut the cords. Turn your back to the past, to whatever that was, because what you facing you here is the wheel of fortune. That's fate. That's luck. That's like, you have the King of Wands being the oracle, top of the mystical world, right? You're the oracle, being welcome into the club here, as going through the initiation process. Victory, being welcome to your community here, okay? After coming on through cheers, standing on top of the mountains. Call back your powers. Be that willow tree. Stand strong in your power. I feel that from the very beginning for you. I hope this reading resonates, Gemini. Please come back at mid-month for your next set of reading. And for some of you, if you do feel like you need that extra healing, speak with a counselor, your close friends, a therapist. I do really encourage people to, not just because I'm a Reiki practitioner, but it's because I understand the power of Reiki, that we all have the ability to heal ourselves, okay? Because we are made of light, we are energy. That's what everything about us goes with the same frequency as thought, and like we create our own set of reality just through our thoughts, right? So it's kind of like we need to understand that we can heal ourselves just by healing that energy field around us, okay? And I hope that you seek that advice and you start healing, and you have the protection and the divine guidance coming to you, and you make the most of it during this beginning of May here. Thank you so much, Gemini. Come back, and remember, love is the only answer. Bye.